Hello and welcome back to the Hot and Healthy-ish podcast with Lauren, Meg, and Janelle, where we pull back the curtain and have unfiltered mom chats over coffee. Today we're talking about all the things that honestly a mom can relate to, such as feeding your picky eaters, date nights with your husbands, pregnancy, fall being around the corner, and finding joy in the middle of this really busy season. Lauren also shares some practical tips. She has two recipes that she shares with you, one of them including all those garden zucchinis that you have sitting in your kitchen right now. You'll definitely want to hear Lauren's idea on a dinner recipe that you can use them for. And then we share some funny stories, relatable moments, and what's up and coming inside the Hot and Healthy-ish program, including Sweat School happening in August, where we educate all of the girls on how to best implement our 3-2-1 approach to nutrition. Whether you're driving to work, folding laundry, or squeezing in a walk, we're so glad you're here. Grab your coffee, settle in, and let's jump into today's conversation. Yeah, your story matters and it deserves to be told. And that is, it's just so awesome. I had that reassuring thought and feeling the other day of just kind of in a similar, maybe not a similar lens, but just, how you worry about your kids? Like, you just worry about them. And whenever I need to ease that fear of just their safety or their health, I just have to remind myself like their story is God's before it's mine, and
Oh gosh, that's so
that just
good.
brings me so much peace.
Yeah. I have to show this book because it's so good. And I just literally, my devotional the other day was just about that. I think it's from Made. It's called You Are Made
Okay.
for This. I think it's from Made Apparel. But one of the devotions was literally about exactly what you just said. Like
Ah,
your kids ultimately are not yours. You have to trust that the Lord's gonna be with them. They're going to fail, they're going to fall and stumble, but you just teach them the right ways. But ultimately, he's in control and not you. And I was like, wow, I needed that. So yeah, this is a good book.
oh. So is it for moms?
Yes, it's called Devotions to Uplift and Encourage Busy Moms.
Oh, see, that's so
And
cool.
it's been very good for me right now because I feel like we're all in the same boat, just busy stages of life and kids and lots coming, and I just feel like
Yeah.
I was like, all right, God, you got to help me, because like our last one about kicking Peppa Pig off, that's been me lately. So I've been praying for patience and not to be so hormonal.
You are not alone. I had this like thought cross my mind the other day in total vulnerability too. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have like, four kids to take care of, and I really want to nurture each of them as well as possible. And I'm like, am I going? And even Adeline already, she has a much different life than Jayla did. Like, she cries more. She has to kind of figure it out herself a little bit. I kind of figure out what I'm more comfortable with, what I'm willing to let her figure out. But she still has a much different life, but I'm like, is she being nurtured like she should be? And like if there's four of them or all of them getting the attention they need, and you just have that worry as a mom, like, okay, if we're gonna have a big family, like, can I do that? Do I have the bandwidth for this? Like,
Yeah.
whoo. But the answer is yes. And on, in more ways than one. But it's just like
Yeah.
you just need that reassurance.
No, I get that. I feel like Brady, sometimes I worry about that with Brady because I feel like Rory is still a baby, so I'm giving her all this attention and I'm just like, go play, Brady. Like, I got to do this for your sister. I got to do that. And I'm like, maybe I need to give her a little more one-on-one time, you know? It's just hard to find that balance when you have multiple kids, I think. But I think ultimately they know they're loved and you're doing a
Yeah.
great job. So we're all
Yeah.
doing a great job.
And honestly, coming from big family myself, I loved being part of like what felt like a community. I loved that. And I
Yeah,
think that's what we want our kids to feel too, is that it's not just, they're part of something bigger, and they can contribute, and there's a lot of value in that. So that's always what I think
absolutely.
about too.
My biggest struggle right now has been dinner.
I was
So,
just going to say, so let's hear about Blake's dinner stories.
so I heard from the pediatrician, like, make sure you are disciplined with your oldest because your youngest is going to follow everything that they do.
Hmm.
Mm,
And so Blake has
so true.
always been a little bit of a picky eater. We've been working on what we can, and maybe it's my fault. I don't know, but we have not had any issues with Charlie eating her food. It is Blake. So we first start out, you're patient, you're getting through the meal, and then we went through the airplane worked for a little while, the choo choo train. And then me and Lee are like, do we need to just start disciplining? If you don't eat your food, go in the corner or XYZ. And that worked for a little bit. And then the other night, she came home from the sitter and was singing Miska, Muska, Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
And so she's not eating, and then I just get in a goofy mood. And I started talking in a Mickey accent and was like, Blake, let's find your mouse catool to eat your dinner. Is it this salt shaker? Is it this candle? No, it's your fork. Now pick it up and eat it. And then
The things we do.
I didn't even know Lee could do this, but he whips out a goofy accent and then comes in with Donald Duck, and I was crying laughing. It was so funny.
And she ate her food?
She ate her food that night. Now, yesterday, it did not work.
Hey, I appreciate the,
Yeah.
that's
Those are the
awesome.
times I'm like, I wish there was like a little video camera on my wall right now. Like when you're just like doing everything you can and you're being so weird, like a good weird. But you like we do that all the time. And like the kids, if it works, it works, you know? So
Yeah.
I give you props for that. But yeah, consistency, I feel like Flake, is she 3?
Yes.
That I feel like that's when Brady started getting picky. Like she's pretty good overall, but like tonight we're having roast. Smells amazing in here. And she's like, I'm not eating that. And I'm like, it's shredded beef. It's so good. And she's like, I want mac and cheese. And I'm like, she just doesn't want to eat protein. I can't get her to eat a lot of
Yeah.
protein. So
That is
we'll
definitely the
force
hardest.
her and try to, but she'll take probably 2 bites and she needs to dip it in ranch and you know, it's just one of those things. So I understand where you're coming from with doing everything you can to get them to eat, but I do feel like it is a phase and it should get better, I hope. But some kids are pickier than others, so
Yeah. And it's been working too. Just, okay, you don't eat anymore, fine. Like, we got to get on with our night here.
Mhm.
Leave it on the table, and we've had it where she comes and asks for a snack, and we just reheat that plate, and she will actually eat it. So
Yeah.
that is a great idea. That's exactly what I was just going to suggest. Doesn't work for everyone, but if Brady wants, she's a snacker every night. Can I have a snack? And we tell her at the dinner table, okay, if you're not going to eat that, then this is your snack. You're not getting a Z-bar. You're not getting popcorn. You're not getting cereal. All the good snacks. You're eating this too. So
the other night, I think I shared this. I've made a snackle box, but I had like sandwiches and carrots and all the stuff that I want them to eat, but you sprinkle a couple tiny little snacks in there. We took it to the park. They ate it, no questions asked. Every bit of that snackle box was gone. I had no cleanup, and we got to play and actually have an evening instead of just like fighting them at the dinner table. It was so nice. I'm gonna do that tonight again. We're gonna have a date night tonight. Woo!
Oh,
okay.
Snackle box will be ready for the babysitter to take to the park.
Yes, that's
amazing.
awesome. Where are you guys going?
We are gonna go to the boathouse in Troy. I've never been, but
I've been there. It's very good.
what should I get?
When I went, I've only been once, but I got scallops and Kale got steak and we split it. I love doing that, splitting steak and scallops. So I'm low-key very jealous of you. I need a date night. I don't even care if it's to Myers Tavern. I need something.
Yeah.
Oh,
I told him, I'm like, I need something just with you for a few hours. It's so needed, I feel like. But it's really hard with kids and you're like just busy life, you know?
What's so funny is when Cal and I get a moment like that, we're like, so, how are you? You know, it's like, oh my gosh, there's like no one to take care of. It's quiet. We can like,
you feel like you're forgetting something. Then a baby starts to cry and I'm like, oh, I miss, and Kale's like, don't even say it. You wanted this. Don't even miss your kids right now. And I'm like, okay. But
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Especially with holidays, winter coming, busy season, you just live like that Groundhog's Day over and over again. And you need to find a way to step back and be like, what are our next goals? Like, we want a new car eventually.
Yeah.
So, actually being able to break down what's the timeline for this. We have to book that cruise yet, that free cruise. So,
Ah,
knocking
yeah.
down a
oh,
date
that's
for
so
that. And
awesome.
A lot
yeah,
of things. Sometimes when we do date nights, which has been a while, but we'll make a list of things to talk about
that's
so we don't
genius.
forget. Because there's just things that slip your mind and you're like, we were supposed to talk about that, or we were supposed to look at the date, you know? So I suggest that if you have like a lot of things, just make a list and bring it to dinner and be like, all right, we're going to go over this real quick.
Team
So
meeting.
yeah.
It's
I
so fun
love
though.
that,
Isn't it so
Meg.
fun? Just like, I don't know. I love the concept of just doing it with your spouse. It's just cool.
I saw an Instagram reel from an influencer a couple days ago and I sent it to Kale. I'm like, yeah, this is us. And it was the couple was laughing and it said, something like, turns out we do like each other. We just needed an hour away from our kids because we were overstimulated. And I'm like, I think that's us because there's just a lot of days and nights trying to get the kids out of bath and bed. And then one's this and one's that. And then you're like in an argument with your husband. And I'm like, I don't know why I'm mad at you, but I'm mad at you. I don't know what you did. But
Yeah.
and I
I
am
was
very hormonal right now. I'm at that stage of pregnancy where I have to apologize to Kale. Like I'm like,
Yes.
I'm sorry. I'm not even sure why I'm getting mad, but it's just hard. I don't know. Your hormones, your emotions.
I know I'm
All
in
over the
that
place.
state when he's chewing something and I just can't even stand the sound of it.
Yes, yes.
Oh,
Janelle,
that's
what were
so
you gonna
funny.
say? You were at soccer?
Oh, it was just one of those things where, like, well, Kyle been working literally like 70-hour weeks the whole month of July with basketball training and traveling
Yeah.
for work and stuff. So he's just been like mentally, like, he's just drained. Like, July is like that month for him. So it's the end of July. He has like 2 full days left today and tomorrow. And last night at soccer, it was like his one night off of training. And I was getting the kids together and we were kind of pushing for time. Like, I told Liam he could go to the park before soccer, and Kyle basically told him we're not going to go to the park before soccer. And I was like, but he's been talking about this since like 9 o'clock this morning. I really want to just, he needs to go down the slide, the big slide, at least like twice before we go over to soccer. So I was like basically asking him to get Liam ready, and he was trying to literally take the first 5 minutes of his day on the couch. And I was just like trying to let him have that just moment of just sitting there. But I was like, we're going to be late. Liam won't be able to go down the slide. Like, and we were just trying to
Yeah.
get out the door, and we were both just irked. And I was like, oh, I hate that. Like, I hate when you feel like I don't want to be like irked at you right now, but I am. Like, I asked you to get Liam ready and, those sort of things. But then we laughed about it that night, you're
Yes.
before bed. It's like,
And I think that's
oh,
what's important. Like before bed, not to bring up, but just not to go to bed super angry, which can be hard. But that literally happened to Kale and I the other night because he's been at the house. I mean, that's all he does. If he's not at work at the fire station, he's working at the house. And I'm trying to
wow.
cook, and the kids weren't cooperating, and I was sweating trying to cook this burger. And I just called him and was like, can you just come home? I don't care what you have to do at the barn right now. I need you here. And I wasn't the nicest, but then he's like, okay, fine, trying to get things that, but then that night, I was like, I'm sorry, and then we kind of giggled, and he was like, I have to talk to you on a completely different tone these next few weeks before this baby comes.
Already
I'm
knowing
like,
that.
so
I,
he's
I
always like,
told Kyle,
anything for you, honey. Anything that will make you happy, anything that'll make you smile. Like he's like, and I'm like, okay, you don't have to talk to me like that, but you kind of do.
well, it does. I mean, honestly, like, being in the third trimester, and for me, like, it'll be during football season, and my husband's a major football fan, like, has plans every Saturday to watch football. And I'm like, just so you know, I will be physically unable to like do most things,
Yeah.
at the end, and I'll need your help. And so I'm like warning him like 2 months in advance. I'm like, FYI, I will be physically unable to make you buffalo chicken dip every Saturday.
That football season's around the corner. Actually, I've been wanting to look. I have a fall candle going.
Woo! I
That
can't
I
wait
you
to
are
know.
get
so
mine.
funny.
Normally I would not, but I don't know. I think it's because I'm due in like a month or so, and I'm just itching. But I don't want to be because I love fall, but I don't like that it leads to winter. So it's
Yes.
like this battle, but like I'm like ready to decorate for fall. I'm nesting, all the things. So I was gonna ask you guys how you felt about. Are you ready for fall or are you still in summer mode?
The other day I was thinking about I had that little garland of from Hobby Lobby of those mushrooms.
So
I
cute.
cannot wait to get that out. But like all of my pumpkins and stuff, I feel like I can wait, definitely wait for that because my flower box is finally blooming with all my booming and blooming with all my summer flowers
Yeah.
that I love.
Yeah, like the ferns and stuff, everything still looks great outside. So it's not like I don't think it's time for mums and stuff yet, but yeah.
The fall candle. I got two empty jumbos right now that I'm gonna get at Cadtoberfest, so I gotta wait
Yes.
another month and a half.
Yes. When is that? When is that big thing?
September 12th.
Okay.
I went last year.
Try to
I'd
be.
love to go again.
It was awesome last year. I had so much fun.
I need a couple more vendors. Some of them are just like either pregnant, on vacation, can't make it, so I'm trying to find some new ones too, which is always a bit of a challenge.
It's a lot to organize.
Lots to look forward to though too. I
Yeah.
just love the fall. It is the best.
It really is fun. And I like football season too, so I'm looking forward to watching. I'll be in a different boat though. I'll have a
You are
newborn to
holding your
snuggle.
baby. Oh, that's gonna be
So,
amazing.
yeah,
Eat
I
soup,
know.
snuggle,
It'll
and
be it'll be worth being a beach whale this summer. Like I will be able to have on my big sweater, my soup going, my fall candle, and a
Oh,
little guy on my chest. So I'm looking forward to that. And just the baggy clothes in postpartum. I like that.
perfect for
It'll be nice for
fall.
you too, Janelle. Like being big pregnant, you can wear sweaters and stuff. That's kind of nice.
Yeah, that will be nice. I'll be the first 12 weeks postpartum in the winter, which I'm gonna live in my jammies and large t-shirts. I try to not be that way, but gosh, reality has it. That's gonna be me. I am dedicated this time though. My cute and strong pregnancy. I'm buying new clothes. I've been buying new clothes throughout just because I'm like, dude, I want to feel good while I'm like a whale, like you said. I want to, like
Yeah.
my pants, basically.
I know. I feel like I have officially hit the point of like I'm just over it. Like
I believe
I
it.
know he needs to stay in there for at least three more weeks at least. And he'll probably stay in there for a full 6, knowing him and my kids. But I'm like, I'm just done. I'm like, no, I don't want to say I'm miserable because I'm not miserable like some people get, but there are days where I'm like, this sucks.
You're definitely
Like
at
I'm
that point.
so
I'm sure where
thankful, but oh man, just lots of aches and pains, and I'm short of breath now, and just you just
I'm
don't feel cute when you look in the mirror.
I'm at that point now where I'm like rolling out of bed. If I sit in the wrong spot for too long, I'm getting up like an 80-year-old lady. I have a little bit of scoliosis in my spine at the very bottom, so it just makes it a little achy.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, this morning my alarm went off at 4:30 to get up for workout, and I did. But I looked at Kale and I said, "This is an Olympic sport, getting out of bed." I'm like, seriously, it's the hardest part. I'd rather go out there and do 10 burpees right now than roll out of this freaking bed.
Yeah, it's like
It
using
just
your
hurts.
arms, bringing one leg over.
Yeah. But shout out to Minster Chiropractic. They're my favorite. And Paige, who I think Lauren's about to go see,
Yep.
dry needling and helping me with my pelvic floor. She's a game changer. Love her. So big shout out to her.
Well, I think both of you ladies are not whales. You're cute dolphins in my eyes. Anyone in our group or fitness in general could have an excuse, but you guys are our leaders and you are following through on what you say. So I just
Yeah.
love being with you.
And
Aw.
I am a very big advocate. Working out during pregnancy it just helps with your recovery and overall pregnancy in general, your labor. I'm just a keep doing it. Like, it's really hard the stage I'm at now, but I feel better because I worked out this morning, and you can't do everything, modify, but just do what you can. Just some movement really helps, but still getting your rest. So,
Amen.
yeah.
Well, Lauren, you are off to the chiropractor now?
Yes, but I just thought I needed to share the two new recipes the girls are getting this
Oh,
week.
yes.
So it is harvesting time. Lots of zucchinis are out and about. What are we going to do with them? So one of them is a pasta. So having the protein noodles that are kind of spaghetti fettuccine. And then it is a creamy, cheesy zucchini pasta. So using a mandolin to get the zucchinis really like finely chopped, onion, garlic, and it'll have a thing of the Boursin cheese in it.
Oh, that's the best.
I can just taste it now. That sounds incredible.
It's gonna be a delicious dinner, and if people wanted to saute some tomatoes to put on top of it, I think that would be phenomenal.
Garden fresh tomatoes, you got lots of those too.
Yes.
Oh yeah, my dad's been dropping his off, and we've been. They hit different than a
Yes.
store tomato. So
They're sweeter. And then the other one, brand new breakfast, is kind of a take on a tater tot casserole with the eggs and sausage, but using sweet potato tater tots.
yeah,
Sweet
I love
potato
sweet potatoes.
anything.
Rory's favorite. Me and Rory are sweet potato lovers, so we'll be making that.
And it seems like a lot of the girls prefer breakfast with eggs in them, so I'm trying to lean into that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so with that, I guess the last update would be what we have to look forward to in Hot and Healthy-ish in August. So we're kind of leaning into the school vibes, and our goal is to educate the ladies really on a couple main topics every single month, really for the next 3 months. So in August, we're looking at meal prepping and using our 3-2-1 method, which essentially is 3 meals, 2 snacks, and 1 thing of, ooh, that looks good or that tastes good. And so we'll be teaching the girls how to apply it, how to use the meal plans to do so, and it'll give them something to look forward to every week, and then 1 thing to implement every single week to really adhere to their meal plans in a time that feels busy. So that is what we're looking forward to in Hot and Healthy-ish in August.
Join us!
Join us. Yes.